So I'm doing a blind reaction to wow, turns out I can't pronounce that. Lagos is more than traffic and floods. Never heard of this city. You guys know I like doing reactions to cities I never heard of in Nigeria. So let's get into this. By the way, I want to thank you guys so much. Thanks for the likes, the comments, the subscribe, descriptions, the hypes. All of this has been life changing. So thank you guys so much. But let's get into this real quick.
And no, it doesn't flood. At least not anymore. Okay, maybe that was ambitious.
Oh, let me back up.
This is Gbagada. And no,
Gbagada.
it doesn't flood. At least not anymore.
He said Gbagada, so the first G is silent? Okay.
Okay, maybe that was ambitious. It still floods, just not for very long. Give Lagos one serious downpour, and Gbagada has this special talent of briefly auditioning for life as a waterfront community before remembering it has somewhere else to be. Thankfully, the water usually packs its bags almost as quickly as it arrived. Now that we've addressed the elephant, or should I say the kino in the room, let's move on.
So now I'm wondering, what did they do differently to this place than the other places in Nigeria?
Almost everyone in Lagos knows Gbagada. Mention Gbagada and somebody immediately starts talking about traffic, or the expressway, or that one journey that somehow took 40 minutes to cover what Google Maps confidently described as 9. For many people, Gbagada is simply somewhere life happens while they are trying to get somewhere else. So I thought, if thousands of people pass through this neighborhood every single day without actually experiencing it, what exactly are they missing?
Yeah, what exactly are we missing here? Seems like a nice little laid back town, but let's get into it.
If Gbagada had a public image manager, this road would probably be running its entire campaign. This stretch carries workers heading to Victoria Island, students trying not to be late for lectures, delivery riders weaving through impossible spaces, families returning home, and just about everyone else trying to win their daily negotiation with Lagos traffic.
Hotel New Water, okay. University. So is that like a university for like gelato and ice coffee, or is it gelato and coffee is the brand name? Like, yeah, what am I learning at this university? Basically, is what I'm talking about.
It rarely pauses, it simply changes speed. So when you get here, it's easy to assume this is its entire story. Noise, movement, engines, honking, people, repeat, tomorrow, again.
I'm curious to see how much apartments cost in this area. So I'm gonna look it up for what we're doing.
And to start Akara business doesn't take a lot of money.
I didn't catch that.
And that's exactly why so many people live with an incomplete picture, because almost nobody turns. Guys, please, report here says only about 5% of my viewers are currently subscribed. The remaining 95% are not subscribed. If you're enjoying this video or any other video on my channel and you have a positive feedback to give, the absolute best feedback you can give me is that subscription. It costs absolutely nothing and it goes a long way in helping these videos reach out to a wider audience. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this brother's trying to get 1,000. So if I can get a couple people from my channel to go over there, show the brother some love, I really appreciate it.
Now, one turn away from the expressway, and suddenly the soundtrack changes. The horns become distant, the pace softens a little. You can actually see more people leaving and getting back to their homes after a long day at work. Trees begin.
So that means the part that was heavily congested must have been where it connects to other cities, like a conjunction, like a conjunction. But this must be the end of that conjunction. Let me know if I'm right.
Replacing billboards. People are no longer rushing past each other as though every second carries a penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, neighbors chit chat as they walk through the streets.
I couldn't quickly find the apartments, how much it costs over here, but you know, hopefully when you guys can
Children
tell me
move
down below.
about, adults ride bicycles. It actually doesn't get silent, neither is it sleepy. It simply breathes differently.
Hmm. What's the noise quality like over here? Generators and stuff like that, you know?
The
Let's get
contrast
into it.
between the highway and the inner street doesn't feel forced. Well, you can say Gbagada has quietly mastered the art of living two completely different lives at the same time. Eventually, every neighborhood answers the same question. Where do people go after work? Where do friends meet? Where does stress clock out for the evening? Places like this usually provide the answer.
This looks like a YMCA but for soccer, am I right?
Some came here to play football, others simply wanted to drink and chill. A few were here for conversation. Some looked perfectly happy watching everyone else have fun. In this Lagos, finding somewhere that allows time to slow down without requiring a weekend getaway is precious.
I don't remember the last time I've seen a bunch of adults just say, you know what, I'm gonna go play some basketball, some football. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with work, just unwind. I guess the way the work life here is in America, we're so burned out. I can't imagine trying to play soccer. Like, you know, I mean, nonstop running, at least for what I know about soccer. Hmm. Interesting. So I'm getting more and more curious to know about the work-life balance in Nigeria. I mean, I know some of my commenters said that you guys work really, really hard out there, but I'm also wondering, like, if you got time and energy to go play soccer, it's got your work-life balance got to be way better than ours.
So you begin to understand why people enjoy living in Gbagada. It's a
Yeah.
place that quietly works.
I'm sorry, but any kind of place where I can arguably go play soccer after a long day of work, I'm going to consider that.
Now, nighttime doesn't end the story in Gbagada. I think it just changes the lighting. The same
Mhm.
roads look different. Buildings become silhouettes. Street lights quietly replace the sun. Restaurants become brighter. Maybe some conversations become longer. Traffic never completely disappears because, well, this is still Lagos. But
Mhm.
everything somehow feels less hurried. This is when Gbagada quietly settles into another version of itself.
I can see that these tents here, these are street merchants. Okay. I wonder what they're selling. I wonder how good the food is. It looks incredibly peaceful here, guys. Yeah, I can't wait to get to Nigeria next year. This looks so peaceful. So I'm looking at these gas prices. That's 11.50. Oh, that's in naira. Okay, that's in naira. So it's 11.50 naira a liter, right? Because you guys wouldn't have gallons, you would have liters.
The next time someone mentions Gbagada, chances are they will bring up traffic. Maybe they will
Oh
mention
no, the G's
flooding
not
too.
silent.
Fair enough, those stories may be true. But so are the quiet streets, the green spaces, the evening
So it's Gbagada. Gbagada. The G's not silent. Okay, Gbagada.
hangouts, the communities tucked behind the expressway. Sometimes a place deserves more than the reputation it accidentally became famous for. And maybe that's Gbagada. It's not perfect, but far more interesting than most people ever realize.
I think it's a nice place to go change it, like a nice change in pace. I mean, I'm not sure if
What
it's
are
in
your
my
thoughts
top
about
five,
Gbagada? Please share with me in the comments. Also, please subscribe if you haven't. That's the absolute best feedback you can give. Which Lagos neighborhood should we slow down and truly explore next?
I love these declarations, man. Thank you guys so much.